Well, here we are on Trogdon Lane. This road, we lived on this road for a long time. Actually, probably should be Atchison Road. They named it after the people who'd been there the longest, and Grandma and them were here longer than us, but ended up naming it after us. So we're gonna visit my childhood home. You can see back there behind me, when you would drive up and see the water tower, you knew you was almost home and almost at the road. Guys, on this road here, Tim, one time, this is how the bus driver was just telling you about. He was like, I bet I can run to the house before you can go take those kids. But she's like, I bet you can't. So she let Tim out and he started running down this road, and she went and dropped some kids off, and she came back down this way. And I think he just about beat her, but seems like she's probably getting a lot of trouble for doing that today. Have to get Tim to tell you all that story. Now this house coming up here, I'm not going to stop at it, but this was Mr. Wade's house. Stephen bought it and redid it to where it looks like it does now. So that was his house. I don't like the little bed frames they got around as a fence. That's kind of weird. Now these were the railroad tracks right up here. It was not here. This used to be the railroad tracks. Now it's just totally all grown up. They took the tracks and all out, but I was going to walk down in there and look, because that used to lead into where I used to go watch the train go by. I used to climb this big hill up here, but it's just so grown up now, I'm not even going to do it. Creek's right here. This is Buck Creek that we're getting ready to go over. Behind me is what used to be Papa and Grandma's house. I'm standing up on the hill that was greenhouse was. A couple of these trees have grown up so big back here, they wasn't like that. Probably just little twigs after they went into the nursing home. Now they're, I mean, I don't know, some of these trees might have been there because they're awfully big, but I don't really remember big. I guess I'm losing my perspective here.
There's a lot of ivy.
This area would have been back porch. This was, hey, let me tell you a story here, guys. This is the area where Tim was on his little dirt. It wasn't a motorcycle. It was just a little bit, kind of like those you see the kids ride on in the neighborhood. It's a little bit more than that. But he's wanting to jump this hill. So he started way down there, and Mom's standing over here. No, no. She's way back and getting hurt. He come riding up here. He hit this hill. He got about that much air. Kind of like that Napoleon Dynamite. Satellite dish finally gone now?
No, we still have
it's still there?
But we did take it down finally.
Oh, I see it now. I didn't see it. This was my room. You remember the story they told about Tim blowing in smoke in my room?
Yeah.
He was trying to get me back. This is what it was. I was sitting in there watching Saturday Night Live, and he was here blowing smoke in me. I saw that, took off running to Mom and Dad. This was the window where we would watch for the bus every morning. Yep. You would sit right there and watch it. I had that little, I remember that little rounded stool, little cushion stool. I was just gonna sit there and here it comes, on the bus. He was always the first. I don't know if they were, but we was always the first ones on, last ones off. It opened. Now, when we owned it, we owned all of it. Papa owned that side, all of it. We didn't farm a lot of it. There used to be an orchard way down in here. Nice orchard, probably 16 apple trees or so. But our yard at the time went to about here. And we had a big garden going. Not all the way to the tree, but almost to the tree. We had a burn barrel, but we kept ours about right down here where that grass is. Almost the same. I mean, it was apples all over the place. We had gooseberries, grapes. The red and yellow apples.
It's weird to see this all farm.
I know.
'Cause it was all.
We had a barn
they
that
mowed
sat
all
right
that.
across from the orchard.
Yeah.
About where that corn's a little bit taller, there was a barn there and a tobacco barn way up on the hill.
Which was supposed that.
Dad's little shed of his tools, that's where he kept them all. Even well beyond the pond, we mowed all of it.
Yeah, all of it.
And I remember when we first seeded this, we called this little area just right across the ditch, we called it the new grass. And we kept that name until, I mean, it was obviously not the new grass anymore, but when I still see that area, I think of the new grass.
They use it as like.
It's gonna be a tour and a half.
Yeah, that's,
Oh,
been,
yeah.
that's been there since
Forever.
us.
Yeah.
And that's when the cellar was up there, but I had one of those little big wheels. Y'all remember the big wheels? Little bitty kids bike with the big wheel in the front.
Oh, I remember those.
Uncle Steven's like, do you want to ride? I mean, of course, I was little, with a little bitty boy. I was like, yeah. So he pushed me down that hill on that big wheel. It didn't turn out very good. I didn't break anything, but of course, there comes Mom out there. What are you doing? Surprise. Sandbox was right in the middle of the orchard, so I just lit a candle for it to be. I was in 4th grade, I guess, so I wanted it to be the torch. You know? And so Dad saw it out the window. What the hell is that down there? It's like, it's the torch. Go put that out, you'll burn the farm down. Yeah, that was the torch. So behind me is what used to be the orchard. We had like 16, 20 trees, something like that. I don't remember exactly. We had a bunch. Gooseberries, grapes, but now it's just a big cornfield. And then right across from me used to be our barn. It's a big cornfield. You look up that hill way up there, that used to be where the tobacco barn was. So nothing but corn now is what you see. We're heading down here to what was, or what is the pond. We're gonna look at it a little bit. This big tree here behind me was where Dad taught me how to change my oil. There's this little hill right here. You could park the car. I mean, it's just a very slight incline. You could park the car on it just right, and then you could get under that bottom part of the incline and get up under the car real easy. So that's where I learned to change the oil. Big tree's still here.